Councillor Geof Cooke.
Mr. Mayor, Margaret Thatcher was a woman with exceptional personal qualities, including perseverance, certainty, intelligence and ambition. She was revered by many, and I offer condolence to her family, friends and supporters. She certainly changed Britain radically in a relatively short time, and some things needed to change, but not in the way she delivered. She overcame strong prejudice against women in the Conservative Party that persists to this day. She was a hugely divisive figure, and the reason for that was her seeming indifference to the fate of the many fellow citizens who suffered so badly under her government. Her reputation as a war leader tends to overlook her role in causing the invasion of the Falklands by withdrawing visits by British shipping and thereby signalling a false impression to the Argentine junta that Britain had lost interest in the territory and would not defend it. Selling public assets cheap was a defining feature of her time, including social housing and shares in public utilities. For instance, privatisation of the electricity supply industry had a serious adverse impact on me, my family and thousands of others. Consumers have seen no benefit, and now much of our national infrastructure is in foreign hands. Margaret Thatcher came to power following the winter of discontent, caused in part by a national government imposing austerity unequally and unfairly, rather like the present coalition. In 1979, it called for regime change, and that is where we are heading now. She was a remarkably lucky Prime Minister, lucky in the conflict between the trade unions and the Labour government that led to her election, lucky in the divided opposition that confronted her, lucky that the NUM leadership started a coal strike in summer with high coal stocks and without the support of many union members, lucky that the Argentine military junta chose to invade the Falklands before her planned cuts in the British Navy that would have prevented an effective task force being sent. Lucky that the Argentinian military was unable to hit more British ships with Exocet missiles. And lucky that tax revenues from North Sea oil and gas offset the decimation of manufacturing industry. Norway invested its North Sea windfall in its national pension fund, from which it continues to benefit. Ours was squandered by Margaret Thatcher, and there is nothing left as we become major importers of energy. Selling council houses on the cheap facilitated home ownership for some, but preventing the proceeds from being reinvested in new social housing caused misery for hundreds of thousands, especially children, and particularly in London. If you want to know what Mrs Thatcher did for Finchley, look how hard it is to get a council house in a former constituency. And the overcrowding and deprivation did not happen by accident. It was deliberate social engineering. And what an insult it is to Britain's World War II leader that £10 million of public money is being spent on a Churchillian funeral tomorrow.